Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. So I am on part 2 of my hashtag ABCs of Tarot. I'm on part 2 of the letter M. I did the letter first half yesterday, so now I'm doing the second half, and I have 11 decks, most of which are Oracle. I just realized I went down my list and I did Oracle last, so but yeah, let's get started without further ado. So my first deck I want to show today is, I put it on there wrong, the Mediumship Training Deck by John Holland and Lauren Rainbow. It is a Hay House publication. I first saw this on, her name is Sandra. I think it used to be the Whispering Well. I don't know what it is now. There's information on the back, just like a training deck. And then you got these gorgeous photos. It's a little bit bigger than a typical Oracle size. But here we have Clairsentience. The only one we don't have of the Clairs is Claircognizance, which I was like, that's weird because that's the one I'm most interested in. That's the one I have the most of. But I just thought this was a neat little deck. I haven't really used it like I thought I would, so I need to really get back into that, especially with stuff like this, psychic journaling, which is automatic writing. It gives you inspirational things, and then on the back, it tells you what other, sometimes this one doesn't, at the bottom, yeah, it tells you what partnership card goes with this, the Impressions versus Expressions card. I just thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, that one. It's pretty neat, I think. Actually, I may leave this out so I can work with it more. I just thought that was a pretty cool deck. It's got that matte cardstock. They're huge cards. I can't even get my hand all the way around. I mean, I can, but it barely. So I just typically shuffle them like this, overhand. There is a little pamphlet with it. There's not an actual little white book or nothing. But she does have Lauren Rainbow. I just ran across her channel a few months ago. She actually has on her channel, and I think it's just Lauren Rainbow, her YouTube channel, she goes through, like every now and then she'll pull one of these cards and go through in detail what she was thinking with the card and all that. So that's pretty cool. So that's deck 1 of 11. Next we have the Mystic Medleys by Inside Editions. I've talked about this deck many times. This is my, and I love that it has a hardback book with it. We'll have the cards, backs, and I just love that it has cartoons on it. I said as soon as I got this deck, pretty much, it had some hard-hitting stuff on it, but this is more for my childhood deck, pretty much, is what I'm using this for. I think it's cute, I think it's quirky, but it's also very serious, which is something I needed in my life for that kind of deck, a childlike deck. So I think that's pretty cool. And then we have the sad squirrel and the happy squirrel in there also, which is pretty cool. And then we got their typical, it's their typical cardstock in Liminal 11 cardstock. Which I kind of like. I like it in the New Chapter Tarot anyway. Maybe it's because they're smaller cards, maybe. I don't know. But that's the Mystic Medleys by Liminal 11. Creator. Oh my gosh. It doesn't even have a creator on here. Just realized. Huh. Anyway. Next we have, I got this off Etsy. Yeah, Etsy. Nice kind of box that folds down on the back. It is called the Movie Tarot. There is a Movie Tarot that's mass market. This is not the same deck. This is like make playing cards cardstock. Shuffles amazing. These are the backs. And then we have movies. John Wick, and then we also have the Eight of Wands. Makes total sense to me. Yeah. There's Mamma Mia, The Sun, of course it is. Knight of Wands, 10 Things I Hate About You. I love that movie. Seen it a lot. But yeah, I thought this was cool. The Chariot, Little Miss Sunshine. It's a really cool deck. Thor Ragnarok, King of Wands, King of Fire, Electricity, makes sense. Four of Wands, Four Weddings and a Funeral. Oh, look at that. Colossal, the High Priestess. That's amazing. Yeah, it's a pretty cool deck. Best Friend's Wedding. We also have some, I think Dirty Dancing is in here. 9 to 5, Dolly Parton. I love it. Haven't pulled this out in a while either, but it seems to be fun and quirky. But then you have things like Three of Cups for Footloose. I'm like, that totally makes sense to me. So I think this is a pretty cool deck. Yeah, I just found it on Etsy. It's not the same as the mass market. This is the Tower, Children of Men. I love that movie. I love this card for that. It's amazing. Pretty cool. And it shuffles very well. Yep. So that was the movie tower I got on, the movie tarot I got on Etsy. Two more tarot decks. Here we have the Marchetti Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. This is an indie deck. It is purple. And I just dropped them all on the floor. It's got this beautiful purple gilding. Wow, they're slippery. I love this deck. Love it hard. I love this Seven of Swords. It's one of my favorite. I don't know why I'm not even showing you guys the cards here. Love this Seven of Swords. Love it. Love this deck. It's beautiful. I love all his artwork. I have several of his decks. Love this Hermit. It's stunning. Hold on a second. Okay, I think I got them all off the ground. Sorry. I had to pause and get them off the ground. My dog was stepping all over them. Beautiful. Love that tower. It's a stunning deck. Yeah, stunning. Look at the moon. Why is this so, like there's, anyway, beautiful, beautiful deck. There we go. Better. Stunning deck. Love that Queen of Swords. Stunning. This death card is everything. Gorgeous. Anyway, that is the Marchetti Tarot. Purple gilding. Stunning. Stunning deck. Next we have his newest creation, the Mystic Palette Tarot. It's got this bronze gilding. Gorgeous. These are the backs. And then we got the gorgeous fronts. Stunning. Look at this strength card. That's one of the reasons I got this deck. Come on. Stunning. This deck you can also get in sepia tones, which I've thought about it too. They're both expensive, so get at your own risk. But the sepia tone one, it's the same exact deck. It just feels different because of the color tones in it. But it's a gorgeous, they're both gorgeous, gorgeous decks. Gorgeous. And in one image, there's my kitty in it. Look at the water there. Stunning. I guess I won't see it. But anyway, that is the Mystic Palette Tarot. That is his latest tarot deck, which you can get off Etsy. Both, you can get this in this color version and the sepia tone version. So now we have 5 decks left. and I should have taken this out. I just showed this again recently. This is my Mystic Palette, or Mystic Shaman Oracle by Alberto Villoldo, Colette Baron Reed, and Marcela Lobos. This is the only Oracle deck I've ever edged. It's the color Rusty Hinge. These are the backs. This is the fronts. This deck is stunning. I use it for ancestor work. I have a lot of Native American in me, so I use this a lot for that kind of ancestral bonding, whatever you want to call it. It is a stunning, stunning deck. So, and I feel like it's one of two decks I feel like I've owned it before, and I've never owned it, so it's weird. And that's one of my favorite cards in there. That and the what's it called? The curse card are my two favorites. Very interesting. I love it. I don't use it a whole lot because when I do use it, it's very hard hitting, and it takes a while to digest the experience. So that is the Mystic Shaman Oracle. That is a Hay House deck. Yeah, Hay House deck. Here's the book. Gorgeous. That was 6 decks, so now we have 5 more. First we have the Moon Magic. It's by Rockpool Publishing. It's a mini moon deck. That's basically all it is different images of the moon, which I think is fantastic. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then you have the look at that. And then you shuffle it, and then it's got words on the back. So this one is I am loved beyond measure. It's cool. So yeah, that's a cute little deck. It's magnetic. You can just pop it in your purse, take it wherever you want to go. It'd be cool. Next we have the Making Magic Oracle. This too is a Rockpool Publishing deck. It's got sigils on the front. I mean, that's the backs, and then it's got different sigils on the backs with different protections and things like that. It's pretty cool. Shuffle that, pull one out for us here. Insight. Open the third eye to strengthen intuition. So this sigil, you keep it in your wallet, keep it on you, whatever, and use that sigil, and it could bring you great insight. That's how I use this deck. It's pretty cool. I love it. I need to use it more often. Next we have let me see what the cards are. Where are they? This is the Moonlight Oracle. It's a 52 card deck using Pixie's famous tarot images. These are the backs, and you actually buy the images on Etsy. The creator actually just texted me on YouTube the other day because they saw this deck. I had used it, and they're like, "Where did you get that? It can only be purchased through me. It's my images that I created." I'm like, I did purchase the images. I just had them printed off on Make Plain cards, which you can do. And I love it. I love it. If you're wanting a RWS Oracle, this is it. Because it literally takes images from the RWS and makes a Oracle deck from it, which I think is very clever. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. It comes with the little, which I just printed off, the little, each picture and what their meaning is, which I think is cool. And I had mine came saran wrap, so I just used Used it, kept it in this. It says, and off she went to change the world. I love it. So we have 2 decks left. The Mausolea of Oracle of Souls by Los Scarabero. And my 2 Marquetti decks were both independent decks, if you didn't know. I don't know if I mentioned that. I love this deck. It's basically gods and goddesses. There's Lilith, the Morrigan, Morgan Le Fay. I find this very otherworldly, very cool. If you believe that any of these gods, goddesses, whatever, existed, then it takes on this whole new meaning to this deck, and I think it's very cool. When I first bought this deck, I kept pulling this one, Poet of Avon, the Storyteller, and I'm like, seriously? And then it says fame, stagnation, and pride. We all want fame. If we're writing, we want it to be a masterpiece. We want that fame, but we also become stagnated sometimes, and that's where I'm at with my writing. And then we also become prideful of our work. So I found that very interesting, and I just kept pulling this card, and I'm like, what is happening? But these cards are cool as heck. I think they're awesome. So yeah, and I've used them quite a bit. And I actually found a new way to use them. If I'm writing a story, I can pull a card and have maybe that god or goddess or whatever, like their strengths and weaknesses in my character. So I thought that was pretty cool. Last but not least, we have the Magic of You Oracle by Fiona Horn. This is a Rockpool Publishing deck. This box feels like velvet. This deck is one of my top 5 faves. Oracle decks. It's regular Oracle size. It is glossy. It's very out there, but it's so deep and hard hitting. It will just gut punch you and then go, see what I did there? When I first bought this deck, the first 8 times I pulled a card for myself, I pulled this card. This is in between reading for other people where I pulled other cards. And then I would go back to reading for myself and immediately pull this card. And it was at a time where I was like, am I medium? Do I have these abilities? I don't know. And then it says, Epiphany, reveal your gifts. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So this deck is pretty cool. It's very dark. It's very out there. But I freaking love it. And you can see there's a little warp to it. I've used it a lot. Like this, Maximus, how can you feed others when your own table is empty? It's like a throat punch almost. Like, it's crazy. It is super cool, super dark, super out there. This is the card that made me want this deck. Panacea. There is a solution for every problem. And yeah, it just blew me away at the time. And I'm like, I need this deck in my life. When I bought this, it was like $14. It had just come out. I think it's like $25 now. So, I'm sorry about that. But, yeah, and it shuffles amazing. And it's warped. Because I've used it so much. But that is all, finally, all of my M decks. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.